Verbal declarations. Do you think they work? You know, it's kind of all the rave right now is to write down what you want and recite it out loud. I think for a lot of us, when we write something down that we really want and recite it out loud, I think most of us have thoughts such as, is this just really silly? Will this even work? I don't get it. Why am I even reciting this? So I thought we'd kind of pull apart this idea of verbal declarations, and I'll share some thoughts about why I actually do believe verbal declarations work, but probably for a completely different reason than what we've all been told. You have dreams, don't you? Maybe since you were a child, what you wanted to accomplish in life, what you wanted to add to the world, what you wanted to give, and what you want to do with your life. And here you are as an adult with seemingly not the life you planned on having, but even more so, the dreams that you so desire to come true, you just don't see a way for that. I understand that feeling. Assuredly, I've gone through that many times in my life. But this is where I believe verbal declarations are really powerful. There is more than one practical way to bring our dreams to pass, to make our lives all that we know they can be. The first is the way most of us are accustomed to. We set out, we have a plan for what we want to accomplish, and then we take action, and as life evolves, we make decisions one by one. So basically, we plan out what we want to do with our lives, and we set about trying to bring that to pass. But you and I know that life often doesn't go the way we expected, and when that happens, I think most of us feel disheartened, or even worse than that, we think that our dreams aren't meant to come true, and we just give up. So I've learned a little something about verbal declarations that has really catapulted my life so that my dreams can come true. And my heart for you, as always, is that everything you want in life is yours. All the goodness, all the plans that you have come to pass. I invite you to do a little life experiment with me. Take out a sheet of paper and write your dreams down. Now, I know how many times have you and I done this, and you just don't want your feelings hurt again, nor do you want to be disappointed. Me too. But there's a nugget in this that will really help you. I promise. So with your sheet of paper, write out what it is you want. Maybe you want to get married, move to another part of the nation or the world, help certain people or animals. Maybe the environment's really important to you, or you're an artist and you want your work in museums. Anything that you want, write it down. Put a date on it, because this is our joint experiment. Then I'm going to ask you, if you're willing to, every morning and every night when you first arise and before you go to sleep, read aloud what it is that you want. There's no magic in this part, meaning you don't have to recite it a certain way or a specific number of times. Just read it out loud, please. If it's not practical for you to do this in the morning and at night, just find 2 times throughout your day when you read your dream list out loud. Now, here's the neat part. In the past, I think whenever you and I have done something of this sort, we thought there was some kind of, as I said a moment ago, mystery, some magic that would just boom, all of a sudden, our dreams came true. Our knight appeared, or our princess appeared, or a job opportunity, or a lump sum of money. And absolutely all of those things can happen. This is just a little bit different approach that actually works really well. So you have this written down, your dreams, and you recite it a couple of times a day. And then this is what will happen. You just have to pay attention a little bit more to life, and this is what will happen. Unexpected opportunities, resources. Life will go in a little bit different direction than you expected. And if you follow all these little breadcrumbs that life is leaving you along your path, it will end up leading you to your dreams coming true. So on a practical day-to-day level, what does this look like? You're making your declarations twice a day, and then just watch life a little bit more closely than you usually do. It might be an email, it might be a conversation that you overhear when you're at lunch one day. It may be you're going for a walk and an idea pops into your mind. Most important, above all else, this is what I want to say. The greatest rule in this experiment is do not discount anything. Just don't discount anything, because this is what happens to us. We see our dreams as something so far away, insurmountable, impossible or almost impossible to make our dreams come true. And we see them so far away, so distant, that we don't notice what life is sending us, little signals, ideas, redirecting us so that what we want can come to pass. You've probably heard this many times, that something so much greater than even what you have hoped and dreamed for can come to pass in your life. But it really is true. It's happening in my own life, but it's not that life is really any different. It is the way that I'm looking at it. These little breadcrumbs, these redirects, these signals from life, I'm just paying more attention to them rather than discounting them. I'm just paying more attention to the little signals that life gives me. So where we get stuck so often is because we actually do think that there's a way that everything should unfold, and if it doesn't, then what we want won't come to pass. So this is what we're allowing. We're allowing our verbal declarations to bring in all sorts of nuances, little changes, redirects, ideas. We're allowing life to bring that to us and realizing that that is our verbal declarations being manifested into our lives. We just simply need to follow the breadcrumbs, follow what's unfolding. And I'll add that this will take some bravery on your and my part. Life will, in order to lead us to our dreams, ask us to be braver and more bold than we normally are. So, when you have an idea that comes to you because you've been making your declarations, follow the idea. In place of trying to figure it all out, just follow what life is showing you, and magic will happen. It's a much more organic way of allowing our dreams to come to pass, but it really does work. Instead of us being in charge and believing that we know how our dreams will unfold, instead we pay more attention to life. And it really is magical and ends up being miraculous. So my beautiful friends, if you would take 4 weeks, write down your dreams, and then twice a day, recite them out loud, and then pay attention and be brave, because there are so many requests that life will make of you in order for your dreams to come to pass. You just have to be a little more brave and bold than you're accustomed to. But I promise you that the little bit of discomfort you feel in doing things in a way other than how you would have chosen will lead you to even more than you had hoped for. Verbal declarations do work. They work because we have dreams, and because when we are bold enough to say them out loud, and then we pay attention to where life is leading us, when we follow a path other than the one we thought we should follow, life will give you not only all that you hoped and dreamed for, but so much more than that. And just in case you think this is kind of pie in the sky or a pep talk, I promise you from the bottom of my heart, from all of my soul, that this is really just practical information. Our dreams are our dreams because they were given to us by God. The universe wants what you want for yourself. We just have to be more nuanced in our attention as to what is unfolding and which direction to take. And I will add that it isn't complicated, not at all. It's just kind of flexing your muscles in life in a way other than what you're accustomed to. But just like going to the gym week after week and you don't think you see any results, one day you wake up and, hey, your jeans fit better. And that's the same progress that you will see with your dreams coming true. So I encourage you to write down your dreams, to make your verbal declarations, to recite them twice a day, to pay attention to life, to be bold and brave, because you are bold and brave. And follow the breadcrumbs that life is leaving you, because you're going to look back in a couple of months from now and realize that there's such an easy way to end up with a life that you know you're meant to have. Thank you for listening. Remember, you are so very loved and adored.